I'm an average coder, never topped in a class, never got 5 on 5 in a performance review, but if you're the same, I recommend not watching this video and not even planning your career in the US, because this video is only for the strongest mind out there who are fearless. And if you're not, I'm gonna try to make you, but it's up to you if you want to take a chance and watch this video for the next 10 minutes. So in a nutshell, this has been my journey. I came to the US in 2016 and then started creating videos, and MIT Harvard blew up, got 100,000 subscribers. Lead code was a big deal. I did some challenges, and while studying in the US, made some videos, established myself as a content creator, got internship. First established my career, got internships in my first year, second year, made decent amount of money through internships that my college tuition was getting paid off. It was like a golden era for me. And even though not being a topper, I was feeling as if, oh wow, this is easy after first year. First year was the hardest when I did not get enough opportunities. But after that, like things became easy. I had enough time that I could do more. That's why I became a content creator. And went viral a couple of times, joined full time as an Android and iOS developer at NCR in 2020, and then joined Microsoft in 2022, and then left that like golden era job, 200K, and then started at a startup called HydraDB, and yeah, in Silicon Valley. But now, if you're the same kid like me, average student, average 9 to 5 worker with decent performance review, you should not even try to come to the US or even Silicon Valley. Do not try competing here, and do not even plan this American dream in tech. Do you know why? Because this era, people are saying, I don't disagree with many creators you will watch. They will say, don't come to the US because there are 2,000 applicants and hard to stand out. No, there are a lot of job applicants, plus lot of openings as well, which are not getting filled up either. Yes, that is also correct. A lot of people are applying. This happened because in 2022, there was overhiring after COVID, and many people chose to do computer science thinking of this high pay cycles, high pay jobs, thinking they will have like 200K job right after undergrad degree. But the truth is, when the bubble bursted of that, the overhiring bursted, many people who were average expecting 200K jobs could not do that. That's why we have 2,000 applicant for a one Twitter posting of a job happening, filling immediately, but 90% of those are just average candidates. I have been on the opposite side of interviewing. Even though I have been average doing lead code medium, not hard, but now we do ask lead code hard questions at many companies, not startups, but we do trials which are very competitive. We ask tough questions, tough role play, tough scenarios, and which I wasn't even preparing for during my days. Trust me, dude, like this is reality. I am being tougher on you, hiring tougher candidates, because like AI can not replace, but AI is smarter than a junior level programmer on day one, which is harsh truth. I'm just gonna be honest with you. AI will give you better answers, even better system planning, not just better code, but even architecturally better answers. So we don't want normal programmer who just thinks English is the next programming language which is good enough. We want someone with deeper insights. Of course, in my previous video, I said that English will be the programming language. Most people don't need to know the lower level stuff. Just like after Python, less people know C++. Just like after C++, less people know compiler stuff. Now, more people will be okay with English, but that's not the situation right now. You really need to know the fundamentals, and that's true for interviews. Like preparing for interview is like a full-time job. You can follow my roadmaps. I'll share it in the link in description below. But this is a hard truth right now, that you cannot be the same average person who I was and expect that you will have the same dreams fulfilled like me. How to be that strong person? How to be that strong mind who can compete? I'm gonna give you an example. Think of an Amazon package coming, and in one case, you don't know when that Amazon package is coming, and in one case, it'll come in 2 days. When will you be more scared? In uncertainty. So when you're uncertain when something is going to happen, you're more scared, more in dread and fear of taking chance, more in dread and fear of working hard and thinking of leaving the country, leaving Silicon Valley and not competing. That's what's happening. Many people, I think, who are leaving this competitive US job market, even though they have H1B, even though they have work permit, even though they are pretty much decent, just because of that uncertainty and fear, they're leaving the US, leaving Silicon Valley because they think, oh, what if I lose my job tomorrow? What if all that I have invested in, I lose it tomorrow? So people who cannot handle uncertainty and fear, this place is not for you. Silicon Valley is not for you, because right now you have to be really, really strong minded. I see people, you know what I say, who are strong? I see people who working at Corgi as software developers, like they staying in office till 4 a.m. They have tattoos of the company where they're working at. Similarly, there are many startups like that who are like obsessed with the place they're working for, working 15 to 16 hours a day. And that's the level of competition I see. Even this data agrees with me. If you look at the OpenAI salaries, 90th percentile makes $3 million a year, 25th percentile makes $900K, and median salary is $1.3 million. And that shows the demand and supply cycles. If you're the average typical coder making $250K, but you have some specialty, plus you are bringing the talent they need and like have shortage of, you are in the special category. What I'm trying to say is strong people are the ones who are absolutely willing to let go their coding skills, adapt something new like RL, post training, or even like depth of JavaScript, expert JavaScript developers, evals, infra, and showing their abilities in like scaling systems. For example, look at this tweet. Anthropic hires top of the top system design engineers who are supposed to create systems which are 99.99% available. Think about Instagram. When you open, you don't want it to be down for even a minute. You will complain. So that's why we want systems that are available all the time. And Anthropic, Claude was down for 1 hour. The availability goes down below 99.99. It became 99.39. Even those top engineers are not able to scale that well. Think about you. You have to promise those nines. You have to be really good with depth of scaling systems, scaling infra. That's why they want you. That's why I believe that a lot of people will say that, oh, the best RL researchers are in China, India, but I will disagree. I believe the top of the top who are strong are still in US, because US is where like strong minds can survive. They're fearless. They have nothing to lose. They are like, oh, tomorrow if I lose my job, they'll get another one. They will be like, there are plenty of opportunities because I am strong and I have the top talent. People who are weak, who think they have average abilities, if I lose my job right now, I'll not get a new job easily. They are the ones who are more scared and weak. Another sort of people who are getting scared is because of this visa bulletin, who are from India and China and who are in EB 1, 2, 3, and 4, who will not get their green card in 3 years because the current date, even for EB 1, is not in 3 years. So they have to be very patient and keep competing and always have a stable job. They have to work harder to have top of the top skills so that they can be hired quickly in 2 months. So people in these categories who are waiting are even stronger here because they have to sharpen their skill, not on a yearly basis, but on a monthly basis, because things change every month. So that is someone who you have to be if you want to compete in Silicon Valley, come to the US in today's job market. But I will say there is a silver lining. Not everyone has to be strongest of the strong. You can be lucky if you're working towards the goal by creating content, taking those shortcuts, being in the city, even though the rent is like one of the highest in the country right now, even higher than New York City in some cases. If you're here, the chances of getting lucky increase as well. If you're a content creator, even in India with 10,000 followers, people get reached out to those content creators who have like RL, evals, expertise, and they brought up here because even though we have like thousands of applicants, 90% of them are just average. That is the brutal truth. So finding smart talent is one of the hardest jobs right now. But if you have the content engine to show that abilities, you are still in high demand and you have a chance to make it towards the Silicon Valley dream or towards the American dream. So that'll be it for the video. Try competing harder, try learning harder, try learning new things faster. And thank you so much for watching.